Good afternoon, everybody. It is 1:02 p.m. in the afternoon on this beautiful, rainy, wet Sunday. Man, I tell you, it is nuts. All right. Get that pulled up here. Cool. All right. Okay, yesterday, lots of interesting things happened right around the time I cut it short. If we look, I want to go through a little, because I was actually trading that, and it was kind of cool to watch play out. Just a crazy amount of volume stepped in there. It was nuts. I mean, we've got to break this thing down. So I'm actually going to bring us down to a 5-minute chart, and if anybody else was watching this play out yesterday, it's kind of nuts. So, here we go. Hitting the play button. Trade. You know, this is yesterday morning. Just kind of flippity-floppity around here. Stuck in this trade range below 6,300, the mid-harmonic. Not doing a whole lot. Facing resistance up against the arc. Nothing really to talk about. We got a long-term uptrend line here. By the way, in the broader markets, we've actually got a pretty nice gain in altcoins as well. Of course, we're getting into the afternoon. This is where things like to do a little dropping and do a little sell-off. Okay, as we are seeing, volume participation not very large here. Start to see some pressure increase. And we're getting almost towards where, let's go, speed up. There we go. All right, now we're seeing stuff. Whoa. Okay, there it is. Oops. So there's that huge dump, okay? Massive drive lower, and we just see this massive acceleration in price. There's a 5-minute bar where it looks like some bears wanted to try and recover it, but ultimately we just ended up trading in this as a firm rejection. And something that happened yesterday was that the short chart, the the Bitfinex short positions, it actually crossed above this descending triple top, crossed above. In fact, it actually gapped above on an hourly chart. There was a gap above, came up to right below the all-time high, only to promptly get pressure down. Now, it's coming up against a pivot in time that shows up on the 21st. This is going to be more than likely we'll see an ugly turn here to the south because of this time and price relationship. And you know, there's a downtrend. Excuse me. There's a trend line here that has been broken. Looks like it tried to retest it, and we're continuing to drop here. So as the shorts continue to drop, that means they're covering and turning into longs. That should translate into higher prices in Bitcoin. Alt markets are looking pretty nice. We'll see. I mean, we could retrade back in here. I mean, there's so many scenarios that we could see. Where's Bitcoin? So again, we are in this channel, staying above it. We should expect it to hold as support. This 1 hour candle closes in 50 minutes. The 4 hour, it's got another 2 hours on it. But otherwise, I mean, this is some pretty crazy price action. That's one of the highest volume days ever for Ethereum. Man, data is so messed up. This looked way different yesterday. So bizarre. Oh well. Yesterday, that volume bar looked very different. Who knows? But still, very nice bullish activity. We're staying inside this arc. That 181 support zone is holding. Haven't seen a lot of changes there at all. So, yeah. Let's look at our alt markets. What do we got going on? So, Cardano caught a bit of a bid. It's getting some buying pressure stepping, just experiencing a little pullback here, a little profit taking at the top. Finally, we've breached that 7-cent zone and are currently trading above it. Basic attention token also caught a little bit of a bid. It's trying to get to 16 and above. Nano trading at 241, caught a little bit of a drive up there. It's got a, if we take a look here, it's facing some resistance right up against that flag line. So we've got a extended bull flag here. Breakout will occur if we can get above this high over here. That's what we'd be looking for. XLM actually caught a little bit of a drive too. Early overnight, traded up. Now we're just, we've been trading down ever since then for the last 6 hours. Ripple. I'm honestly surprised with Ripple's ability to stay where it's at. There have been some clear efforts to drive it down over the last couple hours, but that has not played out. So yeah, we may just be looking to trade higher here. There's we're getting up to a historical traded high over here. We'll see if that stays or not. We may just observe Ripple blast right through this. We'll see. ETC, Ethereum Classic, surprising, is not making a lot of a move, and it's actually a laggard. So that's one of the things that I want to talk about today as far as when we're looking for some trading opportunities, looking for those laggards. Now, the people who are short across the market in crypto, they have not shown a real interest to get back in on those shorts unless something were to change. There is still quite a bit of folks who are just kind of hanging out. And with short interest near this all-time high, like the Ethereum shorts as well, they are ETHUSD shorts. There we are. Look, they are down 10% on the day. Okay, so I mean, like, actually we were at all-time highs yesterday. We're at all-time highs yesterday in the shorts for Ethereum, and we're down 10% on those short positions now, but we have not seen a responsive price yet, okay? We haven't seen, these short positions are questionable. I don't know how, it's the only other gauge we have. So Ethereum still needs to catch a nice little drive up on all that short covering. And the thing is with when a whole lot of people are net short on any instrument, then the thing that we see is they kind of cannibalize each other. So it's like a whole bunch of people are short, and the only way that they can get out of those shorts is to get auto liquidated, where they have to buy to cover that short. So they have to buy, and that just causes it's just, really it's not as violent. When longs get liquidated because their stops get hit because of selling pressure, that is a more that's a different type of behavior and move than what happens when shorts. When shorts, just the psychological nature of how shorts work in a leveraged market like this, because it's not as easy to go short as it is to go long. It's a much more aggressive and violent move, and so people who are already long or have been long in between the 8,000 and 6,000 area are going to benefit greatly, or people sitting on the sidelines are going to be able to benefit greatly, because all of those bears are just going to really kind of, as I call it, cannibalizing themselves, because they'll just be buying to cover, and it's just going to be a pretty deep drive higher. The worst part about it is that, if you're trading a long position and you're trading it, with cash, just without leverage, prices can go up and down as much as you want all the way to zero, and you're not going to get liquidated. People who are trading margin shorts, it's very possible for cryptos to spike up 20%, and then you get liquidated just to see price come back down or lower. So people who hold their active short positions are definitely getting hurt, and I think Ethereum short traders are getting hurt here. Ripple short traders are getting hurt, and so are Bitcoin short traders. I mean, it's a dangerous market to be shorting, and I mean, it's dangerous to short this market. So shorts have been getting eaten up like crazy. There have been a lot of people enjoying the pain the shorts are going through. If you get mad and take it personal, then, oh boy, that's not the way to trade. Although I won't lie that it is sometimes really nice to see some mouthy trader lose. So, okay, let's step away here. Just keep looking at what we've got going on. Looks like the shorts are increasing here. There's gonna if there's a these should accelerate down. This structure here, this price structure is breaking down. We get down to this major harmonic here. Price is pretty close to it. That if we were going to see some responsive buying or re-entries on shorts, that would have happened, but we don't see that there. So, Litecoin, I mean, talk about a chart oscillating in its last breath. I mean, this 1/8 harmonic is like the last zone of major support. It's between that number and the next major harmonic is the number one, $1. Actually, it's 1 cent. Excuse me. All right, let's Ichimoku this bad boy up. Well, actually, let's not. I want to get a day count on our move here. So from Bitcoin, that is, though. So Bitcoin, looking at our all-time high the day after, we are on day 276, which is right near that 270. That is a key reversal date. I mean, a key reversal cycle. And if I were drawing those in there, this would be near a little harmonic. So good zone to be looking at for the trends to change. And additionally, there are important dates coming up here. In 10 days, we're going to get the SEC commissioners talking about the denied Bitcoin ETFs, or that's is that the 30th? That can't be right. That cannot be right. The delayed SolidX ETF. Commission designates September 30th, 2018 as the date by which the commission shall either approve or disapprove. September 30th? That's a Sunday. Am I wrong? September 30th is a Sunday? Who knows? Okay, anyways. Let's pull up the cloud, take a peek at what kind of trades we've got going on here, if we have any at all. Ooh, look at that. The Swissy taking it on the nose. Actually, foreign currencies. Aussie dollar catching bid. The euro's up quite a bit. Hell yeah. Gold. Gold still sitting around 1,200. I wonder if a lot of that money is flowing into our crypto world. Very, very possible. All right. Let's start off with EOS. Now, EOS, looking here on the daily, I like where it's at. If we can get above the baseline over here, that would be the best solution to take a long trade based on the daily. The 4-hour is it's questionable. The lagging span's right below the cloud. It's facing some resistance there. It's stuck inside price. That's not always a good thing. Not always a bad thing either. The 1-hour chart looks a little better here. It looks like we've got a little bit of a triangle. If we were to zoom in on like a 15-minute chart, it'd be probably like a bull flag of sort, maybe. But I would say if we can close above the conversion line on here, that would bring us at 82.86. That'd be above the high here. That'd bring the lagging span above the 82.86. Yeah, I think there's definitely, I mean, this is, yeah, I like that one. $82.86. Yesterday, I did throw out some. I did throw out later on in the day on Nano and XLM and Ethereum. I threw out a couple trade ideas in the evening for our Forex Lens and Decrypto subscribers for those signals. The Ethereum long and the Nano. And XLM. Very nice. Where are we at? So EOS, looking at that trade there to play out. Let's actually take a look at Ethereum's chart, which is coiling like a spring. When you see when you know you've been in a downtrend, and then you see it's been an established downtrend, and then you see volume picking up, that's a bullish sign. You want to see volume picking up in any well-established trend. If it's bullish or bearish, if you're getting to some type of new swing high or low, and you see the volume pick up, that's your signal that the trend is about to have a change. So this massive volume pickup that we see here on the daily, it's kind of a big deal. Notice that we have not we've had 3 days of not a lot of deviation in the closes. So we closed on the 18th at 208, closed yesterday at 209, even though we had that massive volume push. And even today we haven't moved much at all. We have even the range is very little, from 216 to 207, like 11 or a $9 trading range, not much. 4-hour chart, we really see more evidence of that consolidation. Just a real flat line here. This is poised for a breakout. Hourly, we see this here. The hourly, if we get a close above, if we can reach 212, that's an awesome area. Oh my god, I wrote an EUR USD. ETH USD along at 212. All right. I can delete that other message. Oops. Damn it. I deleted the wrong one. I deleted the EOS trade. There you go. Okay. Now, take a look at XMR. Let's take a peek at Monero. Monero was, when we had our previous kind of nice drive up, Monero was kind of outperforming everybody. The daily here is looking really nice. We see it's made a higher high than yesterday. We see a cross of the Kijun-sen over the Tankin-sen, or Tankin-sen over the Kijun-sen, or the conversion over the base. Lagging span is about to break away from the price here. Daily charts showing evidence of a nice trend change. The 4-hour chart, a little bit more difficult to see. There is a downtrend line here we got to pay attention to. Oops. So Monero is a little bit of an easier kind of a trade in that, you know, lagging span's a signal we want to see it above the cloud and above price. Price above the cloud. We just kind of drifted over here. We see we would be above the trend line too. So the 018. Oh, 18, 4-hour Ichimoku. Cardano. Beautiful Cardano. I just hit 100,000 Cardano. I now have 100,000 Cardano. Yay. Okay. Cardano on the hourly, showing a really nice structure of finding support at the conversion line here. Want to see some follow through buying to move above the last hour close. 4-hour chart, pretty nice to see that lagging span got into the cloud without a lot of issue. We are above the cloud on the 4-hour chart. There's a pretty nice distance now for the lagging span to be moving higher. You know, the resistance above the lagging span here is not until really the 0.083. That's what we see, and then really not a lot of price resistance up above here either. Conversions above the base. I mean, we have all sorts of the OK go signals on the Cardano 4-hour chart, hourly chart as well. Probably want to wait for a return to 7506 daily chart. If we can get 2 days above the conversion line, that'd be great. The baseline is flat. That's nice to see. All right, so yeah, looking for price to probably looking at 0.0751 would be a nice entry in Cardano. Cool. Basic attention token. I don't know if you guys have ever used it, but Basic Attention Token has its own browser. It's a very Chromey, and it's called the Brave browser. Stupidly fast. They have a mobile one for it, and where'd it go? There we are. So say hello to your new Chrome browser, but that's the Brave browser. Brave is making sure that people who do content advertisements and stuff, that they are the ones getting the majority of the revenue. It's not going to a whole bunch of different people. Basic Attention Tokens got a really nice thing going for it. Looking forward to its future. All right, so Basic Attention. Walton Chain. Walton Chain is a laggard. Walton Chain has not seen a nice drive up, so just at the present value, I like Walton Chain just because it is lagging behind everything. Actually, should see the WTC BTC. So Walton Chain on the daily, it's below the cloud. It's just really underperforming everybody right now, which is fine because when it has overperformed, it's outperformed substantially, and that's what we want to see here. So at the present value area, I am totally cool with a long trade on here at this level. Oops. Yes, and actually I closed out all my browsers by accident, so I'm just gonna do this on my phone real quick. Where are you at? Okay. Where are you at? Haven't gone anywhere. I'm just putting in my buy. I'm just going to do it at the market here. And make sure that that's in there. That is. Man, it's Binance is a little slow on the draw here. That's odd. Well, it's good if it's being a little choppy. Yeah, the market orders didn't want to go through for some reason, so well, now they did. Okay, so there's my Walton chain. Cool. Love, right as we're talking about it, decides to take a little bit of a drive up there. It's nice. So Walton chain underperforming the market, is a laggard. I don't know why I typed that in there. Maybe so I remember. Okay. What else? I want to see what Steam is doing. Steam's I think they're coming out with a hard fork of something here pretty soon. But Steam, I like Steam a lot. I need to spend more time on that platform. But here's Steam, and don't like that. Don't like that. Nope. Don't like it. QTUM. I like it on the hourly. QTUM is a laggard as well. QTUM needs has not had a nice drive up, so I would wait for a cross above the conversion on the hourly. So 0.00052. BTC at 0.00052. 1 hour Ichimoku is the purpose for that one. Got that. ZRX. Also a laggard. Actually, on the 4 hour, the volume's pretty heavy on the selling there. Don't know why. Well, actually, this makes it a little easier. So, lagging span has had difficulty crossing above the 1 hour cloud here. It's very flat. When you see flat levels on a cloud, that's a hard area to cross. But if it's flat like this where there's no cloud, then that doesn't count. Pretty easy entry area to identify on the 1 hour, and that would be lagging span above the cloud. It'd be in the clear too for quite a while, so that would be looking at the 5.4 level. Actually, I want to see the Bitcoin pair for this. Above the cloud at 84. ZRX BTC long at 8.4. That'd bring us above the high over here, I believe. Close enough. Yeah, that's just pretty. Actually, I think that getting into it today will be a. We already have positions in that one. Be a nice double. I mean, this is a standard inside bar trade. really you wouldn't take a trade based, is it though? Gosh, that looks a little low, doesn't it? Barely. Okay. All right. Not worried about that. ZEC. Actually, you probably want the ZEC Bitcoin pair. If you ever see me doing the dollar pair equivalents, slap me, because I know that we can't get some of those dollar pairs, but I always just kind of look at the Bitcoin chart and see what it is. All right, ZEC. Had a nice little bit of a pump up there. Ooh, very nice. Above the conversion. If we close above here, that'll be great. Daily or hourly rather. That is a, geez, that hasn't moved much at all. Hourly's pretty nice. 4 hour, little dicier, but really just, a little bit above the current high on the hourly would be a great entry. 1844, 0.01844. ZEC BTC. XLM. I don't think we did XLM yet. Nope. XLM. Daily looks pretty healthy. 4 hour looks a little dicey. 1 hour looks a little dicey. Yeah, don't like it. NEM. So I mean they're NEM, but their ticker is XEM. Is there something else that is NEM? I think there is. So NEM on the daily is actually gonna XEM is gonna have a little bit more volume than yesterday, and we're gonna trade higher above the conversion line. For the first time, we actually kind of close above the conversion line in 16 days. Only the second time. No, that's not true. Yeah, second time since then. First time since that drop. 4 hour chart. Dang it. Nah. Check out OMG. I kind of like this little formation here. 4 hours kind of ugly. Daily, not so bad. The hourly is a pretty simple entry. A lagging span crossing above here. It would be at the, I want the BTC pair. Okay, a little different. I'd like to see the lagging span get and price above the cloud. So really just looking at the 005. Okay, and I know some people always wonder, well, okay, you do this, what do I think about Ripple, Louis? Sorry, I just saw that my other screen was pulled down a little bit, and then I just kind of saw the top of that little circle. So what do I think about Ripple? I mean, price action wise, it's very strong. I mean, it's pretty damn strong, and if you notice, a lot of these dips are getting bought up. So it's hard to want to fight against that. I don't think it's smart to try and call a top here and short it as much as I would like to. The daily chart, we're coming up against this 39.25, 39 cent level. If we break above that, that'll be impressive on the daily. The 4 hour, Ripple's like one of those really popular kind of coins where it's like it's gonna change the world. It's the new Bitcoin. It's blah da 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 da. I don't know about that. I also don't think it's technology. I mean, I think what it does is pretty awesome. It's fast, but I don't know how long banks are gonna use something like that. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know. Plus, there is a crap ton. I don't remember how much. I haven't actually been up to date on it, but there's a ton of Ripple just waiting to be pumped out to dilute the value. So we'll see. We will see. But from a trading perspective, I mean, it's hard to fight against the significant pressure that's going on here. I mean, this is a pretty standard pump with a bull flag here, or probably call this a pennant, and then followed by a breakout. So, thing is pennants and flags are continuation patterns. This looks pretty much like a pennant to me. If you drew some lines here, we'd look like a little bit of a pennant on the hourly. So their continuation pattern. So this may just break out higher. That's the trade to take. I mean, bull flags and pennants are the easiest things to trade. They have the highest probability of completing and showing continuation. So something like Ripple that has already had 2 breakouts now. It's had a breakout followed by a flag and another breakout. Odds of that continuing are pretty high. So, a move higher here is likely, and that, getting in before. But at the same time, just because the probability is high that's going to continue up, am I willing to risk an early entry just to see if that'll happen? No, I'd rather see it confirmed. So the 37.67 is a possible entry. I sold my Ripple too early this morning, and I've been debating on getting back in, but I may wait to see what we do when the daily is getting closer to the cloud. But at the same time, the lagging span has nothing behind it, and because the lagging span is the more powerful indication of trend direction when it crosses the cloud, there's nothing here. So we could see prices rally up to, spike up to 46 before we see any resistance. But even then, trading sideways from here, we would get into, how many periods is this? From today to there, 13 days in the future. $14 days. I mean, then we'd see, probably 15 days actually. If we were to drift sideways or trade sideways for 15 days, be in more favorable conditions for long. I mean, again, this may not even be the beginning of the pump yet. So there's a lot of fuel behind it, and I'm just waiting for a move higher to see what we do. If we totally blow past 39, I mean, 40 is a psychological number where there's definitely going to be some selling, and that'll be a pullback I can get back in on. But I'm not willing to jump back in yet again until there is a move here. Now, some of you may be saying or wondering, okay, if you miss a move like this, because I think longer you trade, the more you get out of losing trades pretty much right away. That's the only way to stay in this game. It is. But trading cryptos is a little bit different. I think you got to give yourself a little bit more leeway. But when you see opportunities like this that you miss, I mean, that's when I get upset. So I sold too early. I think, and I know I wrote down in my journal my trade journal that I sold early because for no other reason than I was worried that it was going to sell off from that level. And that was just me being afraid. So I exited that trade too early and kind of irritated by it. But and then the question is, okay, so what if you missed it? Do you chase it? No, don't chase it. Don't buy it at the top. What if it rallied all the way to $1? I mean, yeah, you'd probably, that would suck because you're probably like, oh, I should have entered there. But, you know, if it drops 50%, you're going to be really upset. So one of the things that I just try to look for is a pullback. So on the daily chart, which is going to be the more accurate of them, I know that this area right here seems to be a pretty standard subjective resistance area that people are trading up against. At the same time, though, this Ripple's kind of a hard one to read right now. There's a lot of bullish things that are going on here because when you get price to close and cross above the conversion line and the baseline on a daily, and you're this close to the cloud, that's usually a good sign it's going to keep going up. This is a pretty good sign that trend is about to change. But see, the lagging span is so far away from where it could cross above. Just looking at the lagging span today and looking up, we'd have to go up 20 cents. That could happen. Yeah, that totally could happen. But I mean, not saying that's not a high probability. It's just I think we're too early in our kind of recovering phase here to see that happen. So there's other opportunities out there. But if we do get a big spike up, let's say we get a spike up to 50 cents. I will more than likely have, when it hits that, I will more than likely be looking to re-enter at 45 or 40 or retest lower because that will happen. I mean, that will definitely happen. But right now, I mean, if you're just looking at the hourly chart right now, you know, these dips are being bought up pretty hard. So, and this triangle might get across. If I was going to enter, I'd probably be entering pretty soon here at 37.73. That would be just on an hourly time frame. Because we're already getting conditions met where we can see a break of this pennant. And yeah, so that's, I mean, we don't want to get too far extended from the baseline, otherwise we get snapped back. It's harder and harder for price to move higher when you're far away from the baseline. But thing is, folks, is that we've had such a pretty tight consolidative range here that if we follow the theory that price will move equal to the amount of time it was in consolidation, then we've still got room to move higher here. So just keep my eye out on that. If we do trade down, though, looking at the 4 hour, the hourly, I'll you know, a pullback down to 34, actually probably to the base. And then if it doesn't get down here and rallies back up, getting in on a rejection lower. But otherwise, I know I have a resting. I have a limit order down here at 34. Actually, I think it's a little lower. I got to move it up. But 34. Actually, just say, yeah, 33.43. That'd be all right. Is there an XRP short? Because I thought I had it on here. So, oh my God. Ripple Ripple shorts are up. Holy shikeys. Hold on. It's a little crazy. Here's Ripple. Ripple shorts are up. Oh my God. That's nuts. A lot of people, this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Holy cow. Look at this. Look at the short interest here. Oh my God. People like really want to push this thing down. There's There's gonna be some hurt people if Ripple can't sell off. I mean, it's just going higher. This could sell off. There could be a stupid rally. This is a risk reward. Hold on, I gotta get in this. Just for this chart here. Fairly decent, fairly tight stop, but oh my god. I mean, this could just nosedive, but all time Ripple is already the whole market. Okay, you got to settle down with the excitement here for a second and just look at this. Ripple is already beat the hell up. Okay, it is already beaten down like crazy, and the lower Ripple has gone in price, the higher the short interest has gotten. That's a little weird. That's usually not how things work. We should actually see short interest drop. But holy cow, ever since 4 in the morning we've had this. Jeez Louise, there's going to be some... This is one of those charts where you start to see cannibalizing. I mean, when short interest is like this, I don't care what the chart is, time to go against it. But I have my stop sitting down at 36 even. So that is nuts. Holy cow. This is just crazy. Oh man, I love it. That is wild. Ripple Bitfinex folks are, man, that is. There's something up with these like BitMEX and Bitfinex and others that allow. They have like these pseudo futures, pseudo options, and these pseudo inverse. You know there's naked shorting going on. And naked shorting, if you're unfamiliar with naked shorting, it's illegal in the US in equity markets. So, if you want to short Apple, you have to borrow some shares from somebody. Usually your broker will, if you have like if I have TD Ameritrade, so if I wanted to short Apple, and I don't have any Apple to short on my own, then the broker pretty much just lets you really, I think when you sign forms or you sign whatever, you're agreeing that your shares can be used to short for other people. So if I want to borrow some shares to short, then I actually have to have quote a delivery of those shorts. There's this period of time that those come to you. So I borrow some shares that are available, and equities are fixed volume, so there's not like a whole bunch of them available all the time. But if I'm shorting Apple, you have to pay a premium, and there's only a certain amount around. And so if something great happens with Apple and everybody wants to buy it up, but I've got shorts, I'm going to get liquidated. Like, I'll have to cover those. I'll get a warning, or it'll just happen automatically. And that's what happens when you have a fixed volume market. Like Bitcoin is fixed volume, but I'm pretty sure there's naked shorting going on everywhere. So it's kind of just following a derivative. It's weird. But this activity, oh my god, if we break higher here, if we bust through this 37.5 cents, oh my gosh, this chart is going to get hit hard. It's going to get hit. You know what? In fact, I kind of want to, I bet while we're talking here, this is going to, well, we'll see what happens near the end of the hour in the next 9 minutes. Be interesting to see what happens to Ripple and that short chart. Hell, let's just watch this play out and see what happens. We'll go with dual charts. And we'll put shorts on the left, longs on the right. See, these should not look the same. There should not be as many. This chart should not look like this. This makes no damn sense. It's like, oh, there's an equal amount of shorting and longs with Bitfinex. No, this is a totally, one of these is not like the other. I don't know. Is this somebody like hedging one for one? I don't know what this is. This is kind of funny, but holy cow, somebody's gonna get hit here pretty hard. Oh man, this is nuts. Ripple's at a key now. Ripple's at a key spot. So think about this for a second. If Ripple were to start selling, is there enough momentum? I mean, clearly it looks like it for the short interest to go higher. But I tell you, if Ripple has a breakout, there's going to be the capitulation here from the shorts. I kind of want to see this play out here. But I don't want to stop looking at. I mean, we've got. See, we did a Ethereum long, EOS, Monero, Cardano, Walton Chain, QTUM, OX, Zcash, OMG, and Ripple. Excuse me. 6 minutes into the close here. Let's watch this bad boy. This is dumb. This is really messed up. And holy cow, my screens are really bright when I look at my picture here. 4 monitors, I think, is good. 2 is too little. 3 leaves you wanting more. 4 is perfect. 5 is too much. Netflix, YouTube screen. Social media, everybody bothering you screen. Other chart screen. Main screen. Also, if it's boring, Overwatch screen. Or monitoring things. God, come on. I mean, the volume here, look at I mean, we can't see the short volume, not that it matters. We're just looking at the chart, but look at the volume here on Ripple on the dollar pair. I mean, right here, look at this. We're still below, but the volume's growing, and look like the volume will close higher in this hour than it did in the prior. Shorts just ticked up a little bit as Ripple did. Holy cow. That is nuts. Lewis, do you have are you in a position right now? Oops. Authenticator. Hoo boy. Man, Bitcoin's really taut too. I mean, Ripple's got enough of a market cap being in the top 5 that if it has a big spike, it'll probably drag the rest of the market with it one way or the other. Maybe. Bitcoin still has 56% of the market share. There's a bit this I mean, we're in clear accumulation territory. Let me see this 5-minute chart. 5-minute charts are sometimes a little fun. I call them panic charts because, I mean, when I first started trading, I thought, oh my God, it's going to be like a video game. We'll just drink some Mountain Dew and turn on some dubstep or something. And, well, dubstep wasn't around yet, but, you know, and then just trade like it's a video game. Oh my God, I never lost so much money in my life. Yeah, look at the shorts keep entering in and Ripple's staying neutral to trading higher. This is nuts. Ooh. if this breaks out to the top, this is going to be insane. I mean, it's going to be wild. There's going to be some nutso movement here. Looks like Cardano picked up a little bit. Just checking that one out here. Cardano moved up a little bit. That's good. Basic attention tokens caught a bid. Nano, XLM, everything's kind of growing a little bit. You know, if altcoins are growing and Bitcoin's not moving much or Ethereum's not moving much, that just means we're getting a rotation of capital. We're going into more speculative markets, if there is such a thing in cryptocurrencies. But there is something more speculative than Bitcoin or Ethereum, and that is every other coin. Oh, there's a little bit dip there. One more minute. See what the close of the hour and the open of the hour do. There's a pretty... Here's that pennant we're talking about. Pretty much all the behaviors of a ascending triangle. Those are usually reversal patterns, so we could see a bit of a drop. I am trying to sell into the strength to acquire some more, but the shorts chart is just, wow, yeah, dude, it is nuts. That short chart is. Okay, new hour. Let's see where this goes. I mean, if we get into like another 15 20 minutes where nothing's really happening here, we'll close the stream. But I mean, this is one of those times where like this is crazy, where you gotta keep your eye on this. I mean, Ripple is up from, you know, on the TradingView's chart shows we're up 13.5%. Whereas, you know, if you look at Binance's site and their exchange, it'll show that, you know, compared, because it's revolving 24 hours. Every minute you're checking what it's trading at now versus 24 hours ago. So Ripple's actually up 19.25% compared to what it was at yesterday. Oh my God, it's not dropping, and that short interest keeps rising. Holy cow, there are going to be some people like stung either way here, but most of the pain is going to be generated by the shorts. The short interest, all right, if there's people who have buy orders, which there are, like me. I mean, I think I canceled those. Oh, I got it pulled up now. Yeah, I did, because I did a market. But if there's people with resting buy orders up here, and there's also going to be some shorts that are going to have to cover as well. This is a recipe for a mega. This will travel up more than it will travel down. In a scenario where we've got either direction, the move down is not going to be anywhere near as bad as a ride up. There is, oh God, this, holy cow. I'm anticipating a lot of fun here. I'm nerding out a little bit, so um, people don't trust Ripple. Well, who cares? I don't trust it either. But oh my god, I'm not going to short it when it's up, when it's mimicking the long action, and there's clearly buyers and strength behind this. Oh my gosh. The thing is that okay, this is such a noob thing to do, is to want to be short here. It's well, it's not noobish, but it's dangerous, because if you just look at the price action behind it, it's pretty healthy. But I mean, it's the thing is that there's, I don't know how the people who are here aren't, how these shorts aren't exhausted. I mean, every little tick up that we get, if we get beyond this high here, if we get beyond what is this high, the 37.20, I mean, even a breakdown, it's going to be, I don't know how much farther it would go. I mean, the short interest here is just insane. Now it's up to 53%. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, this is just nuts. Man. Well, I don't know what we got going on here, but it doesn't look like it wants to make a decision. I'm looking at the volume down here, and you know, there's those volume bars are pretty telling. There's not a lot of sellers in here, because they're probably all trying to short it. Where's the we're creating a higher node up here, so volume point of control. I mean, nothing up here really matters, but it's quite a bit of activity in here. It's short interest. It's just nuts. Who is not anxious about this falling, or about their short positions getting eliminated? Because there's man, hold on. I have to get my standing desk chair here. It's still moving up. Well, now the shorts are increasing, and I mean, prices are still moving up, but $53.75% up on Ripple. Like, how many more shorts are going to be able to step in once this falls? I mean, there's a theory when it comes to like short interest, there's a theory where some people say don't try and bet against what the majority of the traders are doing. But you know, that's true in a lot of like futures and forex markets in some ways, but this is one of those weird ones. Like, I mean, how far will this go down from where it's at before a lot of these shorts want to cover? I mean, there's going to be a big bounce either way. All right, I'm going to keep this chart up here, but I just on the left I want to look at see what some others are doing. Ethereum had a nice hourly close, it looks like. Yep. Finding support on the top of the hourly cloud. Ethereum Classic. Oh, yeah, Ethereum Classic. Shite. 1088. On the 1 hour Ichimoku. Litecoin. Don't like it. Basic attention token. Looking like it might catch another bid there. Walton Chain. Nano really just needs to get another breakout here. Bitcoin. Oh man, I think the whole market's about ready to do another drive up. Jesus, these shorts. XLM. Zcash. Zcash had a nice hourly close. Monero. Oh, it's a really nice looking chart. This is crazy. There's still no covering. What the hell? It's still going up. It's at all. It's 53.9% now. Good God. I have articles to write. But I don't want to stop watching this in anticipation of how exciting this is. I've never seen this before. I've never seen something like this before. I mean, I am looking at the right charts, right? This is Ripple, and then this is XRP. Ripple, XRP and XRP. Yeah, I'm not looking at a different chart. I mean, I'm not looking at a different instrument. This is the inverse. Well, it's supposed to be the inverse. I was on the radio today. Yes, I was on Sirius XM. Just 12:30 Eastern. I was on Sirius XM. No, I'm not leaving now. I'm gonna keep this going here. Excuse me. What the F is this? This is just nuts. I mean, if this consolidates for the next few hours, that's gonna be crazy. But man, okay. So the only sign of weakness that I'm seeing in the short chart is that the conversion in base, they're getting tighter. The cloud will also be getting tighter. and prices are not moving up as much anymore, but same with Ripple, is that we've got a pretty thin cloud right here, but damn it if we're still not moving up, finding a lot of support on the conversion line. It's like consistently buying as it gets there. And what the hell is that? That is a very divergent. I gotta get some music on though. You tell me if it's too loud. Well, oh yeah, it's off of my... See a little bit of a spike there. Oh my god, this is gonna be so exciting. We've got our own little mini triangle sitting in here in the 5 minute. Another yeah, this is nuts. How does the another oops. Yeah. Is the music too loud? It's good for you? Okay. I don't think longs are giving up here. There's still people buying. God damn, these shorts. This is weird. This is so weird. Might be getting a little bit of slowdown here. Let me... shorts sitting at. We are still at 53.9. Looks like there's a lot that want to step in here. I mean, I don't know, like how many more shorts are gonna if people step into short now, even if it broke down, they missed the boat. Oh my god, there we go. We might see the move happen. Might see this guy take off. Let's look at the short chart. I need popcorn. Gonna be a pain showing up here. Strong 5 minute close. Shorts. Oh, there's not a lot of a short activity on that last one. Might be seeing some down move in the short. Very close to a breakout. I can see it like face resistance up here, a strong move down here to test it with a huge ass wick or shadow below here, only to get bought back up and trap a lot of shorts. But there's a lot of momentum here. It's crazy amount. Short interest did drop. It was at 50. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It actually went up. It was at 53.9. Now it's at 54.06. it's as the shorts keep moving up with the long price. What the crap? This is so trolly. This is just dumb. This is dumb and exciting, and this is so weird to see this. Still at 54.06. Oh god. Yeah, just a little bit of just needs a little. It's like when you're shooting pool and that ball just gets right at the edge of the pocket, where just a little bit of wind would push it over. That's what we're sitting at. Oh my gosh. Let me pull that up to here. Dollar index getting hit pretty hard too. Ooh yeah, making new lows as we talk. That'll have a add strength to the crypto markets a week now. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, is that the beginning of something dropping? This is why I don't like 5-minute charts. I got burned so much when I tried trading 5-minute charts. Just like looking at a 4-hour, daily, it's much more relaxed. I remember how much anxiety I would get looking at a 5-minute chart, like zoomed in like this. Okay, naked price action. All I got to do is watch these things form, and I'm really, yeah. So I don't have the nerves for it. This is just absolutely the weirdest damn thing. Like, as the spot price of Ripple is moving up, this short chart interest follows it. We're at 54.2% shorts, like creating all-time highs on the short chart. Just look at this daily. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I meant over here. Sorry, bring us back down to 5-minute over here. Over here on the daily, this is stupid. Look at this bar for the short interest. Almost to 40,000 is the level that got rejected yesterday for Bitcoin. Oh, any shorts that start to bounce now are going to be the tipping point for this to move higher. I mean, this is nuts. I mean, if Ripple was like up here like today, like it is today, but the short interest was at 5% or not even near all-time highs, we'd be whistling a different tune. But this is just nuts. Who the hell is shorting this right now? And who the hell is even participating and along in it? Like, I mean, we are, but it's just because this risk to reward is stupidly high right now for going long. It just keeps moving higher, and so do the shorts. 54.39%. Oh my god, they're gonna get rolled over. This is ridiculous. Very close to that breakout with no signs of wanting to break down. Yeah, the volume's in here. Volume in here is pretty. Keeps going up too. 54.39%. I keep thinking, am I an idiot looking at two different instruments? No, this is Ripple shorts versus Ripple longs. Oh, there it is. First little tag up. Looking at possible breakout. Could be a fake out higher before we move lower, but phone is blowing up with alerts right now. Ethereum's catching a bit, Bitcoin's catching a bit higher, Cardano just hit a little bit higher. Oh my god, I think we're about to see something crazy happen. I think the short interest went down just a tiny bit. It was at No, 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 just spiked up 54.55. That's yeah. Shorts at an all-time high. So this is the definition. What's happening on the screen to the left? This is the so this is telling us that we're at all-time highs for the short traders for Ripple. So this is like people are trying to buy the top on the Ripple chart. New traders and newbies do this. They get the FOMO of missing out on the shorts. This is moving higher. Why don't this is not moving anywhere? 54.5% short interest. 54.83. It's moving up as the price is moving up. What the fuck is going on here? Do you think an altcoin rally can yeah, altcoins can rally the whole market. Yep, definitely. I think actually that is what needs to happen. Because if you notice that when Bitcoin has a significant portion of the market cap, that means that people are not participating in the rest of the market. They're just not. The speculative altcoin market is where the cryptocurrency market cap finds most of its growth, and you get a nice rotation of that capital of people, selling back into Bitcoin, resting on it, seeing altcoin market sell off a little bit. Okay, so we did drop a little bit, 54.31% of the shorts instead of sitting here at oh god, this is. Well, I'm not so much excited about the screen on the right. I mean, I am. I'm really excited about what we could see happen over here in the shorts. I'm going to do like a fist pump once that happens, once these things go. Ripple, Bitfinex funding up 1,300%. 15.31%. Oh, we actually had a gap up on a 5-minute chart with a little selling there. Wouldn't mind seeing a pullback down to this trend line. That's what you always want to see, but 54.85%. Keep adding to those shorts, guys. Excuse me. Oh, my Lanta. There's got to be a point where I think my profit target's probably getting hit here pretty soon. 40,000 all-time high, huge psychological number on that short chart. Price is still moving higher in the spot market. Stock market's at an all-time high. Nasdaq's got a great recovery. It's just everything's awesome. Boom. Oh my god. Why is that short chart still sitting there at 54.85%? Someone's got a really big account for their margin shorts. 38 cents, hitting daily highs. I mean, there's people like I have TradingView chat on the bottom, and I also like have some other chats on there. I love seeing psychological sentiment because that's one of the great indicators. So when you have everybody screaming shorts, it's usually a good time to consider a long trade. Holy cow, 56% short. So people are like, people don't trust Ripple, that's why everybody's short. I understand that. Why the hell would you short it now, though? Spot prices keeps going up. There's got to be shorts fueling this rally right now. It's just not getting reflected in the chart on the left. I mean, unless this Bitfinex's short chart works differently than what I think it does. Holy cow. Oh, there it is. There's a dip. There's a dip on the shorts. 53.69%. Left that. Fuck, this thing's gonna rally. Pardon my French, this thing's gonna drive up. This is a short squeeze, folks. I mean, don't want to get all giddy. I mean, really, I'm not. I don't like Ripple at all. I personally abhor it. I think it's as bad as Bitcoin Cash, but I like price action, and this shit going on right now is weird because this this short chart is still stupidly high as prices keep moving up in Ripple. I mean, Bitcoin's catching a bid right now, so is Ethereum. Oh my god, people. Unless this is one big bull trap, which I don't see it. 52.94% on that short. I don't want to get grotesque, but and I don't know if this is lingo that's used everywhere, but in TradingView, they call large green candlesticks like this cucumbers. They call them big green cucumbers, and then they call again, this is the lingo that I see people in TradingView use, is they call the large red bearish candlesticks, they call them big red dildos. I think it's kind of funny in a crass sort of way, but now this short, I mean, this pump up here really has a lot more to go if we're going to consider that if this is real-time accurate, if these are all shorts that have to cover from these all-time highs, then Ripple is going to ripple higher. I have not seen this kind of activity before. This is kind of nuts. Where you have daily highs, how many weeks higher are we on this guy? Gap up on the 5-minute open. Covered the gap. Generally means you move higher on a gap even on a short time frame. Why am I not looking at the 5-minute? That's what I want to look at. There it is, big red thing. It's like they're mirroring each other. I don't know why that is. Why are the shorts and the longs all at the same here? It's very bizarre. No clue. Dips are getting bought up. That Ripple interest keeps going. We are no longer above 50% for short interest on Ripple short chart. We are below it at 48.22%. Lots of stuff going on here. This is crazy. This is just nuts. It's getting popped back up. This is gonna dip again. That short chart interest is gonna dip again. Holy cow. Also adding to the fluctuation of the prices here is that Bitcoin is catching a bid now, and so is Ethereum, and all these other guys are catching a nice drive higher. Oh my Lanta. My profit target did get hit in Ripple. I just checked that. But, nah. Look at that big gap down on the 5-minute chart. I didn't even notice it until now. I thought it was still hanging out up here like it was lagging, but there it is right down here. 48.16%. Ripple still. Jeez Louise, that is just... I mean, on technicals, this is straight up parabolic, and I mean, it's a 5-minute chart, but you probably expect to see some type of retracement, but This is crazy. Man. Oh, like everything's catching. Wait a minute. What am I? I'm not missing anything like news-wise, I don't think. Gold just caught up a little bit. It's actually trading a little higher now too. Euro's blasting through. Talked about that in Forex Lens. All of our Forex positions are doing great. US dollar, Canadian dollar still kind of sitting there. Geez, the pound's actually a little bit down from its highs over the day. New Zealand dollar screaming. Aussie dollar, come on, pick up the slack. Let's go. This, come on, this short chart. I mean, there's got to be people participating up here. They got to be feeling really sick to their stomach. So a candlestick like this is a nightmare. If you're trying to trade on a short-term time frame, or if you're like, oh my God, Ripple, look how high it is. This thing sucks because people don't trust it. Now I'm gonna short it. Eek. This has got to be very stressful for those people who tried to short up here. Which actually, I mean, you should short the tops. But not when it looks like this over here. Holy cow. This is nuts. Again, looking at the daily. This is like trying to buy the top. Such, oh God. Just look at that on the right. It just keeps going higher. Shorts are going to get rolled over, man. I mean, they are going to get dumped on. They're going to get... We couldn't have named this a better session for the day. XRP shorts got wrecked. Wait a minute. That wasn't the title before. Sneaky business partners. Okay, I'm looking at Bitfinex's short chart here. You know what? Let me pull up Coinigy and see what they've got going on. Man, looking at that hourly for Ripple is massive, and it's just a continuation pattern. We were talking about that earlier. You know, when you see that this pennant pattern, they're just continuations. I mean, this has not moved. Oh, for some, yeah, of course, short interest wants to go up. Oh my Lanta. This is not reflecting what is happening over here at all. There should be a death signal on this short chart, but there's not. Okay. Jeez, Ripple is just going crazy. Ripple's up 20%. While its short chart reaches all-time highs and is just kind of sitting there. Dude, I feel sick to my stomach if I was trying to short that. Because I know that there's some red there, finally. How's that the incorrect authentication code? What? Oh, duh. I'm trying to put in Cryptopia, not Coinigy. This price action is just... Is the volume okay for the music? I think the music's still going, right? There it is. There's that big old red thing. pretty crazy move. What was I doing? What was I looking up? Dang it, I forgot what I was doing. Ooh. See, this is where the shorts start to cannibalize. This is a short squeeze. Oh, I'm happy that we didn't log off because this is exciting. It's actually pretty comical. This is, oh god. Like, look, oh, Coinigy, that's what I was doing. I need to go to Bitfinex and see the... Do they have a short chart on Bitfinex? XRP. Jeez, look at that thing go. Well, here's the XRP Bitfinex bull chart, but where's the short chart? So I don't think they have them on here. Wow. 21% gain on the day. Now I think like 40 cents is where you might see a turn, but how low do you think those shorts can go? I'm surprised this thing hasn't retraced already. I mean, a lot more. I mean, it's gone down a whopping 6%. Those shorts. I mean, they've gotta feel pain and pressure here. There's a lot of momentum here. I'd be surprised if we didn't test above 40 actually. There's our first little bit of selling pressure right there. Pretty normal though, up at that 40 line. I don't know how long we're gonna see this. Yeah. It's kind of disappointing. I thought that this would dive more. Oh, it did gap down again. Boy, this is hilarious. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Take your profit at those key areas, folks. And then usually when you start to see this kind of moves, people who are short and in a panic mode after a little bit of retracement, they might feel okay about leaving their position now that there's been a little bit of retracement. Anything to get out of the pain and misery that they're in. Yeah, now we're bleeding off there. Luis, did you take profit or are you still in it? That's getting bought right back up. Look at that go. 43.5% on those shorts. Let's look at what's the hourly look like here. Hourly, let's look what the daily looks like. Oh, we need to down a little bit farther. Come on. 4 hour, ooh, that is bearish as F. It's crazy. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I think that was the excitement. It was very exciting. That was kind of badass. Be interested to see how this goes the rest of the evenings. I'm going to keep an eye on it, but definitely nice. Yep, 0.39. That is the pro exit. Yep, that is the way to do it. Let's just real quick, want to take a quick look at all these others. This will make for a good video. Yeah. I mean, I wished we would have seen more of a sell-off here, but in the shorts, or a covering in the shorts, but it's pretty damn funny. So, all right, Ethereum. Let's look over here. Ethereum looking like it may have a breakout pretty soon. Cardano's still looking healthy. Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's going to have a drive up there. Oh, nice hourly conditions on our fast and slow oscillators. Walt Machine's doing good. Nano needs to GTFO higher. ZRX. Ah, there we go. ZRX. We did that trade's going up very nicely. All right. Well, that was a good. That was fun to watch. Jeez. Cool. Well, anyways, hope you guys have had a good trade day so far. Hope you guys have had a good week. Forex Lens, folks, I will see you tomorrow morning, and the rest of you, if I don't see you in the morning, I will see you tomorrow afternoon. I've got to get some food in me, getting hungry on. So have a good rest of your trade day and watch these markets, because there is some definite excitement coming back into these. So, god damn, this thing didn't bot all the way back up. I might have to. Well, I'll stop talking. Otherwise, I'm going to stick around forever. So, yep, good day today. This is just crazy. Hold on. This is just nuts. Where did I put that? There it is. Ah. Oh, I can't call this. This is just crazy. Man, we're going to probably form another pennant before there's another breakout, and shorts are, oy. Lots of fun stuff coming up ahead. Tons of volume. But that same trade, real quick, that same trade we were talking about where's that? Long and a pullback down to 343. I mean, keep an eye on that according to like where it's at on the baseline and according to where it's at on the relation to that 4 on 1 hour chart, because the pullback now may, I mean, we may have to wait for a little higher, but still I think, let's look here at the 4 hour, because we said 3-4, pullback to 3-4-3. I think that's going to have to get adjusted maybe to 3-5. Yeah, 3-5. That's the pullback trade. Cool. All right. Oh, it looks like Ripple shorts want to keep going higher. Oh man. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta eat. I'm gonna pass out if I don't eat. You guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow. I gotta figure out where the thing is to shut down the broadcast. Okay, see you later.